What would it mean to be able to talk to angels? How would that change your life? Join us now on Angel Talk Tuesday as the psychic angel channelers Julie Geigel, Susan Schuler, and Carrie Ann Larson allow angels to speak directly through them, sharing messages from beyond. As you bathe in the vibrational frequency of the angels here, you will begin to open up to a stronger and clearer communication of your own. The purpose of this show is to help you awaken, expand, and remember the magnificent being that you are and the mission you came here to fulfill.
Welcome everyone. Our theme for the month is the power of words, and our topic today is social media. And this is Julie Geigel, International Psychic Medium Trance Channel for Archangel Metatron and Awakened Healer. I offer psychic medium readings and spiritual counseling over the phone and in person in Eau Claire, Wisconsin. You can find me over at www.juliegeigel.com and on Facebook at Psychic Medium Julie. And we'd love to welcome our brand new co-host, Lori Walker. She will be taking our third segment, channeling, sharing messages from the angelic realm. So welcome, Lori, and we're excited to hear from you during our third segment. We're also taking calls today, so if you have any questions about anything that's come up during our channeling or anything personal in your life, we'd love to help you at 1-202-570-7057. And I also wanted to invite you to join us for our next Manifesting Mastermind number 6 coming up on January 11th. It is a Wednesday, and it is 28 days of to abundance of health, wealth, love, and joy. And it is a quite phenomenal experience. I've been doing this for a couple of years now, and it's just amazing what's happened in my life. The testimonials have been unbelievable. It's a very simple, quick 10 minutes every day for 28 days to literally change your life and create the reality that you desire for 2017. All right, let's go ahead and get started. So I'm going to ring the tincture bells to clear out any lower vibrations and create a pure sacred space for trance channeling today. And then I'll invite you to take 3 deep breaths with me. All right, here we go. Welcome. I am Metatron. We are thrilled and delighted, as always, to join you here this day, assisting, opening, expanding, serving all of humanity here. And we are aware of your many forms of communication here on this planet. And the one we would like to speak of today is your social media. And just allow yourself to relax. Feeling your body come down and calm down into this beautiful sacred space of healing today. Feel your spiritual council move in to surround you, to uplift you with their love, their light, their inspiration. They serve as a bridge to the spiritual realm, a bridge to helping you stay grounded, helping you to remember who you are and why you came here. It is easy to get caught up in the flurry of activity, especially with all of your social media venues. It has given you many opportunities to connect with others that you wouldn't ordinarily be able to reach. In this light, that is a good thing. It has allowed many to offer hope to the hopeless. It has given a platform for prayer and gratitude and peace, coming together in unity and strength. For where there is more than one, there is God, and God's grace, and God's miracles, and God's love. And so these platforms can be used for much good. But as a human being, you have human tendencies, and many fall prey to human addictions, and social media can serve as a negative vibration in your life as much as it can be positive. So we come with a word of caution. It is always in balance that you need to approach your life, that we recommend and suggest that you create. For ultimately you have free will, and you can choose to balance or not. We are only here to guide and serve as a north star, if you will, helping you to always align and attune with your soul. So we encourage you to be aware, always present in your life, not only with your day-to-day actions, but also your day-to-day engagement in your social media activities. Bring your nose up out of your phones. Set them down and enjoy each other's company during these holiday times. Allow yourself the privilege and honor of being present with your loved ones. Keep a watchful eye on your activities in regards to your social media, and determine for yourself if it is time to take a break or to set personal limits on the time that you engage. As always, we come here in love to honor and to serve your journey here on this planet. Your words are powerful, not only what you speak, but what you read and what you hear. You have total and complete control over your life, over the words that come in and the words that go out. Use this power wisely. It is one of your greatest gifts. And can do much good or much harm. We are with you always, in the deepest, most profound love that you could imagine, always desiring to assist and to help you rise up and be the best version of yourself here at this time. I am Metatron, and I have spoken here today. This is Julie Geigel, and you can find me over at www.juliegeigel.com. Remember, we are here and ready to take your call at 202-570-7057. Coming up in our next segment is Susan Schuler and Jacob, a master.
The future of Internet radio is here. OMTimes Radio. IOM FM. The number one reason girls drop out of school in sub-Saharan Africa is lack of access to feminine hygiene products. The Pads for Schoolgirls Project, an outreach of Humanity Healing International, is changing this paradigm by setting up sewing programs at schools, teaching girls a vocational skill, while producing the reusable pads that help keep them attending classes. The girls pay it forward by making and giving pad kits to other girls in need. To learn more, visit humanityhealing.org. Humanity Healing is where your heart is.
Hi, I'm Kelly Fox, host and astrologer of The Astrology Show. Each week, I'll give you access to the current transits, which are a valuable tool that provide astrological information to help unlock the potential each of us has. Understanding the stars can help steer us in the right direction to make better informed choices. So if you're wondering what's going to happen in your week ahead, be sure to tune in to The Astrology Show for guidance, Mondays at 9 p.m. Eastern Time.
Hi, this is Julie Geigel. Join us for a free remote healing with the John of God crystal bed every week. Sign up at juliegeigel.com.
This is Susan Schuler. In life, intention is everything. And I make each of my handmade soy candles and smudging sprays just for you. Go to mediumsusan.com for details.
I'm Carrie Ann Larson. Are you ready to ignite deep healing and transformation? Find out how mediumship, psychic readings, and shamanic healings can all help at carrieannlarson.com.
And we are
the Psychic Angel Channelers
from Angel Talk Tuesday.
Well, I finally did it. I opened a 401k.
What? Why? Just wait for the inheritance. We've definitely got a rich uncle somewhere. We're one call away from the winner's circle at the Derby, dinners with multiple forks, a vacation home in the country, using summer as a verb.
You don't actually think that, do you?
When it comes to financial stability, don't get left behind. Get tools and tips for saving at feedthepig.org. This message brought to you by the American Institute of CPAs and the Ad Council.
Welcome back to Angel Talk Tuesday. This is Susan Schuler. Thank you, Julie Geigel, for that high vibrational insight from Archangel Metatron. I'm a psychic medium based in the Los Angeles area who does psychic, mediumship, and past life readings with people all over the world on Skype, over the phone, and in person. Aside from this radio show, I'm also on a weekly Psychic Monday radio call-in show every Monday at 8 a.m. Pacific Standard Time on KLLY Energy 95.3 FM, Bakersfield. I do larger live mediumship and psychic events, and as well as psychic fun audience readings. I was a high school teacher for almost 25 years and am therefore a lifelong learner who continues to learn new ways to communicate with the spirit world so that I can help others. I also make soy intention candles that I give to clients. And these are now available to the public as well. These come in various scents such as vanilla orange, lilac, jasmine, and several wonderful holiday scents for Christmas, like Christmas wreath and cinnamon. Any of this information about my demonstrations, small group readings, candles, or how to book an appointment can be found at my website at mediumsusan.com. Once again, that is mediumsusan.com. And don't forget, we are now taking live mediumship and psychic calls during our show at 1-202-570-7057. So let me just kind of switch gears here as I ask Jacob to come forward for this week's channel. Good morning and hello. Welcome to the start of a new day. A day full of new possibilities, ideas, thoughts, and messages. Messages that come from many, from those of us on your spiritual realm, as well as those of whom are still regenerating in the physical. We are pleased you have taken the time to listen to us today, or to really listen on any day. For this is where change all begins, when you hear and listen. Notice what we just said in that line. Change begins when you hear and listen. We did not include speak. Yet this is what many of you believe is far more significant. Listen, dear ones, to these very important words. For there is much anger and unrest on your planet today, and much change that needs to begin to transpire for these problems to dissipate. We worry about you so, for it seems you take 2 steps forward, but only to move 1 step back, and your progress is slow. So let us redirect this conversation to your need to express yourselves and to be heard. Yes, this is good, but if everyone is speaking, who shall be the ones listening? And if hearing and listening make the true changes, then how will these occur? Now, of course, we comprehend that someone must be the one to speak. Yes, this is true. But with the onset of all of your social medias, we feel it is first most important to remind you of the need to learn to listen rather than to speak, for this comes much more naturally. We repeat, if everyone is speaking, who will be doing the listening to bring the change? Words are important and bring forth new life. What is the type of life you are choosing to create with your words, though? Will your words, those words witnessed on a public arena, help those who hear them or shun and shame them? Your world moves in such a public way today with your Instagram, LinkedIn, Facebook, Twitter, and all the rest. There is a feeling of self-importance in all you do, since much centers around the need to share your thoughts and lives with one another. It is good for you to share pieces of yourself with one another, but do not allow your egos the chance of growing too large with feelings of self-importance. As the human joke says, you are special, just like everybody else. So we remind you, not one of you is any more important or special than the other. You are all equal from the level of your soul. And never forget, dear ones, this is what truly matters. Not who lives where, drives what, or was educated where, but rather how you allow your soul to direct you. We know being human means your ego has many opinions, and it helps your ego thrive to feel that it is right. But this need to be the one to say it like it is in reality only how your ego happens to be seeing the situation at that given moment. It doesn't really make it so. So then, why would that make it okay to hurt another through the use of words, especially on so public of a forum? When you do this, you are allowing your ego, that petulant, stubborn child in your mind, to run the show again. And remember what we have told you to do when that happens. Stop, breathe, take that ego by the hand, and place it in the timeout chair. You humans are here at this time to help the planet raise its vibration. Much has gone on before on your planet, making it often a dense, thickly energetic place to navigate. You enlightened ones, and those seeking to enlighten, are now here to begin the revolution that will save this planet from the lower vibration dominance that currently resides. Be sure to focus on you helping to raise up the others and not your ego's need to be heard. Is it that you truly want to teach others with the remarks you make, or do you wish to feed your ego and make it feel better, feeding it on the blood of others? For it is the blood of others that feeds it and helps to make it feel superior. Remember, as an enlightened one, or one seeking enlightenment, it is your job to come from the pure place of your soul, remembering the true beauty that resides within, not the lower vibrational place of your ego. When we see the negative, mean-spirited, and self-righteous words flying around like your bullets on social media, we feel the work of the past 50 years that has gone on in your planet begin to slow, making the vibration drop. For the safety and future of your planet's evolution, you must begin to fully comprehend the serious ramifications of your words with one another. Practice changing the words. Make this a daily goal. learning to sincerely build up one another, to be the cheerleader to one another, not each other's critics, or worse yet, bullies. Say things that others need to hear from a place of love, light, and growth, not from a place of self-righteous ego. Ask yourself, who do my words serve? And learn to look deeply at your answer, for the ego has a clever way of hiding itself. Take the time to breathe deeply, forcing your monkey mind to slow down, which is of course run by your ego, and listen to hear your soul's voice, your real voice, and the soul's voices of others. Listen and hear within to the soul of the others on the planet, as well as the collective soul of the planet. This is where you should gather and harvest your words for others, the words which then can feed, nourish, and heal the world. This comes not from the ego, but your soul, that beautiful piece of you that is divine and recognizes the divine in others. Breathe. It is good and just to accept the pieces of you that are different, but it is far more important to recognize those parts which are the same. We know you often miss the beauty that resides within, but our beautiful, majestic light beings, it is there. We are so very impressed and proud of you for staying powerful. We desire the best for you at all times. This is Susan Schuler. You can find me at mediumsusan.com. We're ready to take your calls at 202-570-7057, and we're going to take a short commercial break. Please stay tuned for Lori Walker, who is up on the next segment of our show.
The cutting edge of conscious radio, OMTimes Radio, IOM FM. Host your show on IOM FM, the radio network of OMTimes Media, one of the more recognized brand names in the conscious community, and is backed by the extensive marketing reach of OMTimes. Hosting a show on IOM FM immediately connects you with our extensive dedicated community.
Come heal yourself. What is healing? Healing is nothing but connecting with your all-knowing higher self that already has solutions to all your problems and is always there to guide you. Through this show, we help you to connect with that you are and tap into that innate potential you have to transform your life and fly high. Please join me, your host Monica Goyal, every Sunday, 7 p.m. Pacific. Namaste.
Hi, this is Julie Geigel. Would you like to know the secret to manifesting? Join our next Manifesting Mastermind to create miracles of health, wealth, love, and joy. Sign up at juliegeigel.com.
Why wonder when you can know? Hi, this is psychic medium Susan Schuler. Let me help you get the answers. Schedule an appointment today at mediumsusan.com.
I'm Carrie Ann Larson. If you're looking for ways to add meditation into your daily routine, head over to carrieannlarson.com for a free guided meditation and mindfulness tips you can incorporate even while navigating traffic.
And we are
the Psychic Angel Channelers
from Angel Talk Tuesday.
Today, my new dad and I shot off a rocket in the park.
Today, my new son and I failed to shoot off a rocket.
The rocket launched into the air.
And then crashed into the pond.
I'll never forget that day.
I'll never forget that day, even if I tried.
You don't have to be perfect to be a perfect parent. Thousands of kids in foster care will take you just as you are. For more information on how you can adopt, visit adoptuskids.org. A public service announcement from the U.S. Department of Health and Human Services, Adopt U.S. Kids, and the Ad Council.
Welcome back to Angel Talk Tuesday. This is Lori Walker. Thank you, Susan Schuler, for the wisdom from Jacob, the master teacher of the Akashic.
Again, my name is Lori Walker, and I'm a psychic medium and a trance channel for Rialta, who's from the angelic realm. I'm also a nurse midwife, and I've been a midwife for 30 years. That's where I started learning about being able to connect with spirit. Whenever babies were coming through, they were always accompanied by others from their family. It was wonderful. I do private readings. I do them live in San Clemente, California. I do Skype or phone all over the world. I host small group readings, private parties. I teach classes for budding mediums. I do charity events, and I've hosted a spirit group for many years now. I'm also a Reiki master, and I've been channeling Rialta from the angelic realms for about 9 years now. I can be reached at loriwalker.com. Also, you can join me on Facebook, which is loriwalker.com. Psychic medium healer, as well as the Instagram one, and it's Lori with 2 R's, Lorri. So I'm going to be channeling today Rialta. So if you could just give me a moment to connect with her, we can bring her in. So. Greetings, dear ones. It's with gratitude and open arms that we come today in your time and your space to bring words and concepts which may be of value to you. Dear ones, today there are many, many words, concepts, speaking in the minds of people, words of politics, religion, words of emotion. Many people expressing emotion regarding the state of affairs in your world at this time. It's from our perspective, our advantage point, that the words which are being spoken are taking people further from their true self, creating more separation from each other and source, forgetting that they are one with the Creator, one with the creation, one with the creation of what is. They're forgetting that they are creating the reality in which they are manifesting and perpetuating with their words. The emotion and words which are being expressed and the vibration which continues to increase is causing a reality which they continue to feed. And yet the words are that of displeasure. Their reality is one of displeasure. We would put it forth to you that you have free will. Disengage in these simmering cesspools of negativity. Step outside of this swirling sphere of negativity. Make your choice of where you will put your emotion, your words, for you have choice. You have choice. From our vantage point, we encourage you to raise your vibration out of the mire and into the realm of joy, gratitude, love. Join those which are in this sphere whose vibration is higher. There are many, many who share this vibration, although not as public on your televisions. They are indeed still very present in your world. Seek more than your news channels as source of information. For these news sources primarily seek to increase a vibration, which is to quicken the vibration of fear in those who hear its message. There are other venues where you may join other souls who wish to continue to rise the vibration of the collective consciousness of one of love, gratitude, and joy. Join them as they connect with the Creator to produce the creation which brings peace. Peace for those who join in this creation. Use your words and emotion for this purpose of raising the vibration of the collective consciousness of the souls on the earth who by their words, deeds, and emotions are closer to the Creator. They are feeling and remembering the vibration of Source. These words are left for you this day for contemplation. Use them if you choose. If you see value in them, it is your choice. Our love and blessings are sent to you. Thank you, Rialta. This is Lori Walker, and you can find me at www.loriwalker.com. Stay tuned for our psychic discussion on today's channeling coming up in our next segment. Also, if you have any questions or comments about the messages today or your life, be sure to call in at 1-202-570-7057. And for the rest of you, we're hoping to get some calls today to be able to get some free readings. We're hoping that you're going to be joining us soon.
Thank you, Lori, for that beautiful channeling from Rialta, from the archangel or the angelic realm. We are so honored to have you join us here on Angel Talk Tuesday, hosted every Tuesday at 10 a.m. Eastern. And if you're in Lori's neck of the woods, that would be 7 a.m. Pacific Standard Time. And yes, we are taking callers. So if you have any questions about our channeling here today, any questions about anything that's going on in your life, we would love to assist you, to uplift you, and to guide you into your highest truth, your best and highest self. And you can call in at 1-202-570-7057. And I will share that number once again, 1-202-570-7057. And don't forget to join us over on Facebook in our break room at Angel Talk Tuesday break room. We, again, would love to take any questions that you have, any insights, any comments on our channeling today. We would love to engage directly with you and show you how much we love and appreciate you, especially during this holiday season. I don't know about you, but this week's been a little stressful for me. I know this morning I was running around like crazy, and it's like, oh my gosh, just stop, breathe, like Carrie would always say, or Orion, stop, breathe, repeat. There's really no reason to be crazy. I mean, you make yourself crazy, and that was my reality this morning. It was like, okay, stop. I'm making myself crazy with the thoughts that are running through my mind, because honestly, you really don't have to do anything. Your only function and purpose here is love. To give love, to be love, to receive love. I mean, it really is just love. Everything else is just bonus or baggage. That's a tweetable. But yes, yes. So helping you stay grounded here, helping you stay tuned in and connected, and helping you during these holiday times put everything in perspective. We just hit Mercury retrograde on Monday. Woohoo! And trying to have a fresh perspective of Mercury retrograde. For me, retrograde has become like hitting the reset button or the do-over button. Oftentimes things come back around in our life. You get an opportunity to heal, you get an opportunity to fix things, or you get an opportunity to do things differently. So instead of looking at retrograde as crazy, oh my gosh, here it comes again, which, I mean, be prepared for crazy because retrograde is all about crazy. But again, it's perspective. It's, that opportunity to heal and to redo, reset, review, all those beautiful things. And I just wanted everyone to know that right now you're getting a beautiful healing. I do run the crystal bed, the John of God crystal bed that I brought back from Brazil in April during our channeling, during the entire hour of channeling. So whether you're listening live or coming in, listening to the archives, this hour is infused with a beautiful, beautiful chakra healing, clearing, releasing, cleansing, a beautiful, beautiful Reiki, and higher vibrational energetic frequency from Metatron, and all the beautiful guides and beings that Susan and Lori work with. So trust and know that as you listen, as you engage here with this energy, you are all receiving the most beautiful, calming, uplifting, healing energy. All right, we will be back in a few moments. Coming up in our next segment is our discussion. You are listening to Angel Talk Tuesday, and this is Julie Geigel.
Bringing a more conscious lifestyle to your world. OMTimes Radio. IOM FM.
Looking for inspiration?
Want to be inspired?
Not sure where to go?
Find Mark and Kim every Wednesdays at 3 p.m. Eastern on Inspired Living.
Topics will elevate consciousness and range from metaphysics to the human and social experience and all things spiritual.
Welcome to an inspired community that offers support, encouragement, and new ways of thinking. You are the inspired and the inspiration.
Hi, this is Julie Geigel. Would you like a free psychic reading? Become a member of our inner circle and get a free reading today. Sign up at juliegeigel.com.
Hi, this is Susan Schuler. Have you stopped by my website to download your free mini grounding meditation? Do so now at mediumsusan.com.
I'm Carrie Ann Larson, founder of the Journey to Authenticity series, an intensive journey to guide you along your path to prosperity, abundance, health, love, and the one thing at the root of it all, your authenticity. Head over to carrieannlarson.com to learn more.
And we are
the Psychic Angel Channelers
from Angel Talk Tuesday.
When is the best time to talk to your family about staying in touch during a disaster? When floodwaters reach your door? When wildfires are engulfing the edge of your neighborhood? Or an earthquake is destroying buildings? Or is the best time perhaps today? During a disaster, you may not be able to stay in touch with your family or friends as easily as you think. Go to ready.gov/communicate and make your emergency plan today. Don't wait. Communicate. Brought to you by FEMA and the Ad Council.
Welcome back. This is Julie Geigel. Thanks for listening to Angel Talk Tuesday, hosted every Tuesday on OMTimes Radio. And thank you to our fabulous Lori Walker for that beautiful message from Rialta. And now we're just going to take a moment to discuss some insights and messages we've received during the channeling today. And again, don't forget, we're here and ready to take your call. You can dial in at 1-202-570-7057. All right. And we'd love to invite you to join our discussion over on Facebook in our Angel Talk Tuesday break room. All right. So we will start with Metatron, and I'm a little blank when it comes to Metatron. So, Lori, I'm not sure if you can start our discussion, or Susan, feel free to jump in too. What was your favorite message from Metatron?
First of all,
well, for me,
go ahead, Lori. Sorry.
Go for it, Susan.
No, I just have to say, Julie, this is so funny because you were mentioning when the little segment just a second ago that you ran the bed, the John of God bed, the whole time that we do this. And maybe I was supposed to know that for the healing and I didn't. And I'm so stoked that you said that, because I'm so happy to hear this. Honestly, I'm so happy to hear that. So I just feel like I had to start off with that. So, okay, Lori, I'm sorry. I didn't mean to interrupt.
No, it's okay. I agree. When I think about that, when you brought that up in the healing bed, I thought, oh, thank goodness I need that today, just being as the newcomer, you know. So when the thing that I thought was really profound from Metatron was talking about social media being an addiction. I have seen that in other people's lives, and how that there was such a great imbalance in their life, and how it was really consuming them, and it was sad. And I don't think that a lot of people see it that way or have considered it as being an addiction, or can be, and that there should be more balance in our lives when it comes to needing to the acceptance and attention from others. And, you know, I think that part of spiritual awakening is being very comfortable in your own skin and not needing a lot of outside reinforcement about who you are, but knowing in yourself who you are. And then when Metatron said, you know, pick your nose up out of your phone, I thought, wow, how much do we see that? People, I've seen families at breakfast time, and all of them, the children, the parents they all have their nose looking at their phone, and no one's talking. It's so sad. And I just thought that was a wonderful message to hear from Metatron, and I just appreciated it.
Yeah. And I mean, I do want to just mention quickly with the crystal bed, it is really, I really need to share that every week, because I know we have a lot of new listeners sometimes as well, and then it just serves as a beautiful reminder. But I always have that crystal bed running during our channeling, and I have noticed that our messages are deeper, are stronger, and more profound. But I also notice that I just have a beautiful calm, a beautiful sense of everything being right with the world during our channeling, and it kind of just brings everything back into balance, into place. But it is a beautiful offering to the world. It is a beautiful healing for the collective consciousness. So yeah, we're doing some really amazing things here, girls, behind the scenes, as well as, you know, what you actually are hearing. But yeah, so that social media is just insane. And I know I go around with my kids. My daughter just celebrated her 18th birthday, and we all went out to dinner, and she invited a couple friends, and they were on one side of the table, the three of them, and then the three of us were on the other side of the table, and each one of them had their phone out. Well, two of them had their phone out and their nose in it. And I just flat out said, I said, put the phones away. I said, I'm not paying $100 for dinner here tonight to watch you sit with your nose in your phone. And they kind of looked at me.
Right?
And, you know, it was like finding my voice, because, you know, up until this point, I've tolerated it. And because, I mean, you just want to look quick, and quick message, just quick check-in, and I get it. But it's like, you know what? No, no. And Metatron's like, no, lift your nose up out of the phone, engage with people.
Right.
So yeah,
Mm-hmm.
yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, let's shift gears over to Susan. Susan was on fire today with Jacob. Yeah, a couple things I loved about Jacob's message today. Keep your egos in check, and I think that his big message was that you're special just like everybody else. Sometimes we can use the platform, the social media platform, maybe to build up ourselves, to build up our ego. And it is important to realize that uh, your reach for people is far broader and wider than you could even begin to imagine. So it's important for you to be using your words wisely and not using it just as a platform to voice your opinions or shout out about all the things that you don't like in the universe. So for me, that was just like, wow. Yeah, and you know what? I'll be honest, I tend to block a lot of those people. Any thoughts on that, Susan?
Yeah, blocking those people. It's funny, during the election, I think we really saw a major influx of that. I mean, I saw friends unfriending each other, and it just got ugly. And so much of it is based in our ego. So I'm really glad that he did address parts of that, because it just seems like everybody wants to be heard, but nobody wants to listen. And I just found that kind of take on what Jacob was saying was extremely poignant, because most people truly don't know how to listen. And in those types of platforms, it's not as if, I mean, when have you ever read anything and you're like, wow, I totally feel that way now and I didn't before? I just don't know how positive of a platform that it is to deal with political beliefs. So to me, it does feel like it's more of a platform to really, I don't know, start the fire under other people, or to feed their souls, or to make them feel good. Life's hard enough, you know what I mean? So it just feels like it should be an uplifting thing. And I loved how he talked about the vibration of the planet. I mean, I swear, if you could have done like a vibrational poll of the United States anyway during the election, our vibration must have dropped exponentially during that period in time. I mean, did you guys feel it? I mean, I certainly did.
Absolutely. Yeah.
That's craziness.
And right, we were over, the three of us, we were in the UK, and we could feel it. Remember? Yes. Everybody's asking about the elections, and it was, well, I won't go into it, but it definitely affected it, the vibration.
Any thoughts, Lori, on Susan's channeling?
I found the words that change occurred with hearing and listening versus speaking. It just was like a neon sign for me, thinking that feels so profound to me, to as a reminder, really, because it's so true. There's a saying that I often have heard, or I guess in my mind, and that is that it's better to be interested than interesting. And I think that the reverse, it seems to be the truth on social media. And that when you're meeting someone, it's good to be interested in them instead of trying to be all how important you are and your ego and that kind of thing. And it seems like what Jacob was saying is that social media has been used to basically throw stones from a safe place, from a vantage point of, like, you're not really face to face anymore. And it's really easy to say how bad someone is or point out flaws from a place of, in your own home, and there's no one even around you. And I liked the thought of, why can't we use it for betterment, to raise vibration? I just thought that was fabulous from Jacob, a great reminder that it's one place that we can use that venue for raising vibration instead of bringing it down. And so, I think we try to do that as people who are are trying to be more spiritual, and maybe in our meditations, etc. And then I thought, wow, this is a great reminder. We can actually, when we do go online, come from a place of trying to raise the vibration when we are in social media. It was a great reminder.
Perfect. Yeah. And let's switch over to Rialta from the angelic realm. She had some beautiful messages and really difficult topic again, speaking to our, how we handled that political arena there. The words being spoken are taking people further from their soul, forgetting that they are one. You have free will to choose to disengage from the negativity that is being created. Join those who vibrate from love and joy. And I just, really, really connected and tuned in with that, because especially when you're feeling crazy during this holiday season, you need to find the love and joy. Susan, any thoughts on that?
Well, it's interesting because we get on social media and you'd think, using our phones, using social media, that we'd have so much more ability to get closer.
Yes, absolutely. And wow, did that time fly. Thank you, everyone, for taking the time out of your day to join us here on Angel Talk Tuesday. Remember, our archives are posted 24 hours after the live show airs on OMTimesRadio.com. And don't forget to join us on Facebook over at Angel Talk Tuesday Break Room, where we post our favorite quotes of the show. And remember, you have a plethora of angels uplifting, inspiring, and enfolding you in God's love every day. Until next time, this is the Psychic Angel Channelers, Julie Geigel, Susan Schuler, and Lori Walker, helping you connect with your own angelic team.